My name is Ethan Cole. I'm 42 years old and I manage logistics for a resort group across the Midwest. It's not glamorous work, but it's steady, and it's built a comfortable life for my family. Or so I thought. My wife, Lauren, and I had been married for 16 years. 2 kids, a nice home in Dallas, and what I believed was stability. But I was wrong. Terribly wrong. It started one ordinary Thursday night. I sat at the kitchen table reviewing supplier contracts while our son, Aiden, played video games upstairs. Our daughter, Chloe, was at a sleepover. Lauren had texted earlier, working late again. No details, no warmth, just the usual vague line. I looked out the window. Her car wasn't there. It hadn't been for 3 nights in a row. Her office closed at 5:30 p.m. I knew because I'd driven by earlier that week. Empty lot. My buddy Ray, a retired Army vet, had warned me months before over beers. Man, if she keeps saying she's working late, she ain't working on spreadsheets. She's working on her exit plan. I laughed it off then, but that night, his words rang louder than the silence in my house. When I found her credit card statement buried under junk mail, everything shifted. The first charge hit me like a gut punch. The Red Canary, a dim, pricey wine bar in downtown Dallas. 3 visits in 2 weeks, always after 9 p.m., always 2 drinks, always on nights she was working late. I logged into our phone account. Dozens of late-night texts to one number. Calls at midnight. 2-hour conversations at 11 p.m. while I thought she was buried in budget meetings. That's when something inside me clicked. Not rage, clarity. The kind of cold awareness that strips away denial. The next morning, I called Ray. "You still got the number for that private investigator?" He hesitated. "You sure, Ethan?" "No," I said, "but I'm tired of not being sure." The investigator's name was Frank Russo. Gray hair, leather jacket, eyes that could spot lies from across a room. We met at a diner off Interstate 35. He slid into the booth. "Let me guess," he said. "She's guarding her phone, going to the gym more, and coming home smelling like cologne you don't own." I just nodded. $400 per day, plus expenses. Most cases wrap up in a week. 3 days later, my phone buzzed at 2 a.m. A message from Lauren. "You don't control me." I stared at it until sunrise. Then, Frank's email arrived. Photos. Time-stamped, high resolution, undeniable. Lauren laughing with her coworker, Ryan Mercer, hand on his arm, walking into the Marriott downtown at 10:43 p.m. When Ray saw the pictures, he muttered, "Game over." "No," I said, forwarding the images to my lawyer. "Game on." I filed for divorce that Monday. I froze the credit cards and bank access. That evening, she cornered me outside Aiden's school. She blurted, "I'm pregnant. 8 weeks." "Congratulations," I said flatly. "I'm sure Ryan's thrilled." "It's yours, Ethan," she insisted. "It has to be. Then you won't mind a DNA test." A week later, my attorney, Erica Monroe, a former military JAG officer, leaned across her desk. "If it's yours, we'll talk custody. If it's not," she smirked, "then this gets much easier." She slid me another file. "Your investigator found something else. Lauren's been researching apartments in San Diego, private schools, even flight schedules. She was planning to take the kids out of state." That was the breaking point. Erica filed for emergency custody the same day. Lauren's reaction was explosive. Calls, threats, tears, but the law was on my side. When I picked up Aiden and Chloe from school, they could sense the shift. "Dad," Chloe whispered at dinner, "is Mom mad at you?" I sighed. "Mom and I just need some time apart."
Aiden looked up. "She's been on the phone with that guy a lot. I heard her." I didn't respond. He didn't need confirmation. He already knew. The DNA test came 2 weeks later. 0% probability. I didn't even flinch reading it. I'd already accepted the truth. The baby wasn't mine, and the woman I married was gone. The fallout hit fast. Ryan's wife, Catherine Mercer, a district attorney, filed for divorce and fraud charges after seeing Frank's photos. Ryan was fired, broke, and sleeping in his car. Lauren's reputation at work imploded. She'd burned every bridge, and suddenly the man she'd risked everything for had vanished. When she called, sobbing, saying, "You've ruined my life," I finally replied, "No, Lauren, I just documented it." Weeks turned into months. The kids adjusted, dinner together, homework, laughter. One night, Chloe thanked me for cooking instead of ordering takeout. That tiny moment meant more than any courtroom victory. Then Catherine Mercer called. "We should meet," she said. "We've got mutual scars." We met at a cafe in Austin, shared files, shared stories, and somewhere between legal strategy and black coffee, shared understanding. Not romance, just two people rebuilding from ashes. A year later, I watched Aiden hit his first three-pointer at a basketball game, Chloe cheering beside me. Across the gym, Lauren stood alone, her pregnancy long over, her eyes empty. I didn't feel anger anymore, just distance. She'd made her choices. I'd made mine. That night, as the kids bickered about dinner, I realized peace doesn't come from revenge. It comes from rebuilding without the person who broke you. When Catherine dropped by later, helping with spaghetti and laughter filling the kitchen, I finally understood. Some endings aren't punishments. They're second chances in disguise.
If you've ever been betrayed or faced heartbreak, you're not alone. Subscribe to Cheating Secrets for real stories of love, betrayal, and resilience. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss a story that could change the way you see relationships.